Hi there, Amanda here from Literary Weaponry, and I haven't really done a video here in a while, so I thought maybe I'd get back in the swing of things with a tag video. Let's see how this goes. I haven't talked to myself in this fashion for a while, so let's see how awkward this gets, okay? So today's tag I am doing is the book buying tag, confessing my book buying habits. I found this tag at I Should Read That, which is run by the lovely Justine. I will link her down below. She couldn't find who originated this tag, and I searched a little bit and I couldn't find anything either. So if you know who came up with this tag originally, let me know. There are 13 questions on this tag. So let's take a look, shall we? So the first question in the book buying tag is, where do you buy your books from? Now, some people are really big, go into a bookstore and browse and buy what comes to you kind of people, and I don't like doing that. I really actually don't like shopping at all in a physical bookstore. Most of the books I get come online. I order from, Book Depository, Book Outlet. I do admittedly order from Amazon sometimes. Some of my books come from subscription boxes. Some of them are special editions I've ordered from, Barnes & Noble or whoever's doing it. I think I have a couple that I got from Waterstones. I'm very much an online shopper. I don't like going out where the people are. I don't want to be with the people. No. The next question, do you ever pre-order books? And if so, do you do it in store or online? I feel like I pretty much just answered that. Like, I live in a relatively small town. We have two bookstores, the second of which just opened this month. So we have Barnes & Noble and we have an independent bookstore. I don't like going into our Barnes & Noble because the people who work there are actually incredibly rude and I don't like dealing with them. And the independent bookstore, I gave it a shot, and I think in time, if they manage to stay open, they'll be okay, but it was not a positive experience, and I don't want to repeat that anytime soon. So, most of my pre-orders and any of my book buying happens online through various retailers or special editions or, whatever. On average, how many books do you buy a month? That is a loaded question. Last month, I only bought 2 books. Just 2. But coming up in September, which is next month, I think I have 7 pre-ordered, which is a lot. A lot for me. I know some people get like 20, 30 books a month. That's just not me. Some months I have none, some months I have 10. Like you never know. And it's okay. I think this month so far, today is August the 14th. I've only bought 2 books this month. Actually, I've bought one and another one was an ARC that was sent to me, so does that really count? I don't know. It's on my shelf and it sounds really good, so I'm going to read it anyway. Do you use your local library? Yes, I absolutely do. Oddly, I do. It's the same problem I have with going into a bookstore. I don't like going in and browsing. I hate going in and browsing. I'll find a book that I want to read. I'll log on to my library's website and I will reserve the book that way if I want a physical copy, or I'll get into their system through Libby to download it as an ebook through the library. Like, I avoid going in places at all costs, but yes, I do utilize my library. Usually, the next question is, how many books do you borrow at a time? For myself, 1. I get 1 at a time. If I have more than 1 book on the go, I won't read any of them. So I have to do 1 at a time. So I'll borrow 1 book, I'll read it, I'll return it, I'll get the next one. And that works for me. I know some people like having 5 or 10 sitting around. Like, I need to read this, I got it from the library, I need to get it done before it's due. I can't do that. I can't. But I get myself 1. But I also have a 7-year-old. And whenever we get her books, and I'll actually take her in and let her browse and let her find what she wants. I'll get her 10 or 15 at a time and she'll go through them in 2 days. So, to each their own, but I just, when I'm doing library books, it's 1 at a time, finish it, return it, get the next one. Next question. How do you feel about charity shop secondhand books? I have no problem with that, actually. I know some people are weird about having secondhand books and having the typically a secondhand book has seen some wear and tear. You know, the cover's bent, maybe a page is a little wrinkly, you know, little things. It doesn't really bother me, especially if it's a book that like I'm not positive that I'm gonna love, and I don't mind getting it secondhand, that it's had a little wear and tear. That's no big deal. But if it's a book that I know, or I'm reasonably know that I'm going to love, or you know, I've read in the past and I know I already love it, I want a pristine copy for my shelves. But if it's one that I'm like, I don't know, maybe I like it, maybe I won't. I really don't mind used books. I don't get to buy them very often because, like I said, we have 2 whole bookstores here. So if I get used books, it's usually through the Thrift Books website based in the United States. They've been a little sketchy lately, so I haven't got any from them in a while, but I used to use them all the time. They were a good place to get used books from. I might give them a try again sometime soon, but not right now. Do you keep your read and TBR pile together or on the same shelf or not? I am not that organized. I don't really have a TBR pile. I've got a little list in my computer of books that I own, you know, ones that I've read, what I haven't read of what I own. But like they're all mixed together. Like it's fine. Like at least it's slightly organized. I've got a second shelf's all mysteries and things of that nature. I have a few horror over there out of your line of sight, but no, they're all mixed together. I know, I can glance at my shelf and I know what I've read. I know what I haven't read. Like I don't need a separate shelf for that. It's just not how I do things. And not to mention like some of the like series would get out of order, and I think that would drive me insane. Like they all need to be in one place and all in one group. I'm just playing with a lens cap. They all need to be together, and I don't think I could handle it if they weren't. What do you do with books that you own that you feel you will never read, felt you did not enjoy? Actually, I purged my shelves fairly recently of books that I probably will never read, like ones that I bought on a whim or whatever. And you know, I put them in a pile for donation. I don't know where I'm going to donate them to. I was hoping to take them to the new used bookstore in town, but then they were really weird. So right now I just have a pile of books. I'm not sure what to do with them, but no, I have no problem getting rid of books that I don't want anymore. If I read it and I didn't like it, or in the case of some that I donated recently, it was an author who turned out to be really sketchy and I didn't want her books on my shelf anymore, so donated them. So no, I have no problem donating books. Please, like if someone else is going to enjoy them, have them. If I'm not going to like them, let someone else enjoy them. I'm fine with that. It's totally fine. Have you ever donated books? Yes, we just talked about that. That was question number 11. Donated books, yes. When I can. It's hard to in this tiny little town, but you know, that's okay. Have you ever been on a book buying ban? Not really. Typically, I'm really picky about what I buy. Like I've looked into it really thoroughly before I buy it, or I feel like I know I'll like it before I buy it. So I usually don't have that problem of just, you know, I'm just gonna get a bunch of books. No, like I'm incredibly picky about what I read. But every now and then, like I'll just stumble across a pretty cover or something and go, I want that. It doesn't happen often, but I always surprise myself when that happens. One I did that recently with was The House Between Tides by Sarah Maine. It is a cross between historical and contemporary mystery. I just bought it. I don't even remember why. I'm just like, I want that. And it turned out to be fantastic. So go me. No, I'm not. I'm really picky about what I buy. So I don't need to put myself in a book buying ban, because if I don't feel like I'm going to love it, I'm not going to buy it. Of course, I just talked about donating books. So obviously there is occasionally where that doesn't work out, or if it's been sent to me, or I've got it in a book subscription box and I haven't liked it, you know, that happens, but not usually. Do you feel that you buy too many books? No, I don't. Like this month I bought one and have been sent one. Last month I think I bought 3 total. No, it wasn't even that many. I think last month I actually only bought 1 book. Like I don't buy a lot. I do get a lot through, like I said, I do the digital download through my library. I will only buy a book if I'm almost positive I'm going to love it. So no, I don't buy too many books because even if you're a person who buys 30 books a month, no, if they make you happy, you're not buying too many. So don't let people judge you. No, that is actually it for the book buying tag. I will link Justine, as I said, where I got the tag from, down below if you want to check out her channel. She's absolutely delightful if you don't already follow her. And yeah, oh, I feel like I was a little awkward doing this, but it's probably been 2 months since I've sat down here. So, that's not terrible. But I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.